Welcome to In Hindsight, half a century of research discoveries in Canadian history, presented by one of Canada's most renowned historians, Dr. Donald B. Smith, Professor Emeritus of History at the University of Calgary. In Hindsight is produced by the Ontario Historical Society, a non-profit corporation and registered charity, founded in 1888, a non-government group bringing together people of all ages, all walks of life, and all cultural backgrounds interested in preserving some aspect of Ontario's history. I'm Chief Dave Mowat of Alderville First Nation, and second Vice President of the Ontario Historical Society. For over 50 years, my friend Don Smith, originally from Oakville, Ontario, and a long member of the Society, has studied the relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. Following the model of old-fashioned radio, Don will present a series of 20 weekly broadcasts on different Indigenous and non-Indigenous personalities in 19th and 20th century Canadian history. Canadians of the past were prisoners of their cultural values, just as their latter-day judges are of today's beliefs. In each episode, Don will try to understand and help the listener understand the individual in the context of their own times. Two introductory chapters review Don's transformation from a student of international affairs into a historian of Canada with a particular interest in Indigenous peoples. 18 episodes from across Canada will follow, with particular emphasis on Ontario and the Prairie provinces. Individuals will include the writer and lecturer Grey Owl, John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister, Kakiwa Peter Jones and Eliza Jones, the mid-19th century Mississauga chief and his English wife, Nonne Bonwikwe, who presented a petition for Indigenous land rights to Queen Victoria, Annie Glenbroder, Calgary's grand dame of music in the early 20th century, Sir Augustus Deste, a first cousin of Queen Victoria, and his gift of a peace pipe to the Mississauga. Join Don as he shares a choice selection of his personal research discoveries, as he recreates the excitement of visiting the locales of his subjects and meeting descendants in person, as he conveys the thrill of reading in archives, the unpublished record, the letters, notebooks, and diaries. To prepare, Don Smith has reviewed 5 decades of his personal and professional correspondence and his publications in Canadian history, from the 1970s to 2022. Each informal talk will be accompanied by a more formal written summary on the Society's website, including a short bibliography or the backstory as to how the discovery was made, a terrific resource for students and those interested in learning more. The Ontario Historical Society is honored to present to you, In Hindsight, half a century of research discoveries in Canadian history.